Good morning, girls. Welcome back for the online session of personality development and corporate skills. In the last session of yesterday, we have discussed statement of purpose through one sample, under which we have seen what can be the format, exactly wording, and in the paragraphing manner how to write statement of purpose. Now, considering as last session for statement of purpose, I would be telling the last sample in which that particular statement of purpose is giving you an idea about the letter or SOP to be attached for MBA program. Now you all know that SOP has to follow certain rules, certain strategies. It should not be a long paragraphing in which it should be maintained by the writer within a page or a two. We have discussed about the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth paragraphing, how to begin the SOP and how to conclude it. This particular sample again will teach you the strategy to choose words for the MBA program, in which the first paragraph, that is, if a tree falls in a forest and nobody hears, does it still fall? Even the business ideas require a savvy marketing strategy in order to become viable. That means you have to be very effective in whatever area, in whichever field you are. Now the person has started writing with this kind of an example. In the same way you can go with certain examples. Continuing the first paragraph, through my undergraduate career and work experience creating successful marketing strategies for businesses. That person is giving clarification that yes, successful marketing strategies for business will be adopted with ample of experiences, with the time being experience. I have come to appreciate the true power of advertising. I am pursuing an MBA in marketing. I want to able to successfully convey product ideas to be desired market in the most efficient way possible. Yes, in this paragraph, that person has given about that clarification that yes, he has completed, he is having the knowledge of the degree MBA, specialization in marketing, and he will able to definitely convey product ideas to be desired from the market point of view. Here it is a kind of an SOP giving you a clarification that yes, this person wants to attain a degree MBA, especially for the market foreign university. Marketing has been my passion since I decided that I wanted to pursue a business degree. So, specifically, he is choosing this particular course for the business purpose. In my undergraduate studies, he is clarifying in the second paragraph, I was marketing chair for the student events council. Attendance at events soared after I implemented social media marketing strategies to the students in real time. So he has taught during his undergraduate program different strategies. He has taught and implemented social media and marketing strategies to the students for the experience. After graduation, I worked as a marketing analyst at JP Morgan there. He learned the great ideas are only as successful as the accompanying marketing. This is what particularly he is aiding that what he has done after the graduation. One department had completely recycled ideas from an old, but it was successful this time around simply because the marketing was more tailored towards the client. So ultimately, used, he has learned and how to show the strategies for the different type of clients from marketing point of view. I believed that an MBA in marketing will give the skills I need to match market profile with marketing strategies, successful advertising. So ultimately, in this paragraph, he is saying that he believed that MBA in marketing will definitely provide certain skills which are required, which are matched or which will be matched to his profile, and that would be really successful to complete his dream and to learn about advertising, and everything or each and every strategy will be used for the business. In the last paragraph, he is again writing like I have seen that marketing is truly an art. It will ultimately determine the market performance of a product. So, considering this field as an art, it will ultimately decide the market performance. With an MBA, I'll know how to identify the problems with current marketing. So, that program will definitely teach that how this marketing will help in evolving person and person's career. A will also provide invaluable networks that I can with to learn the latest advertising platform. A strong grasp of marketing requires that flexible to market challenges, and whatever changes will take place that will be learned through MBA. And he is also giving assurance MBA will provide me the tool that I need to do to own market research. In the future, I plan to start my own consulting firm for marketing strategies, and an MBA is just what I need to accomplish it. So, these particularly three paragraphs are giving you an idea that first, his aspiration for achieving MBA program. Number two, whatever experiences he has collected and during his undergraduate program, if that person was having the marketability or the marketing skill, then how did he make use of it? And in the last paragraph, he is giving you an assurance that why particularly this only program he wants to join. So this is what in a brief, in a precise manner, you are supposed to write about the SOP. SOP actually is a mirror of your personality, that yes, why that particular program is so interested for you to attain. Now, in the last slide or the related samples in form of exercise will provide you an idea that this can be a kind of an exercise for SOP. Draft a statement of purpose to be attached with the admission form. Yes, this will be really helpful to you while filling up the admission form. Along with that, you are supposed to attach the SOP. So it can be of an MBA degree, for LLB course, or for hotel management course. You are supposed to attach SOP. So I think girls, now statement of purpose is clearly understood by you. Again, let me show you the briefing what we have done. We started with the meaning, that it is so much required, especially while getting the admission for further studies. It's a kind of an essay, it's a kind of a letter that is to be attached. Then coming on to the tips, what should be included. Later on, what is the format. Then you shouldn't require your name to be included. Then what is the purpose behind writing this. Then what information to be included, what not to be included, how the beginning should be done, how the paragraphing should be done, first, second, third, fourth, and last closing paragraph will show you. Show in fact others. They will provide information related to you, to others, to understand your personality, to understand your profile better. Then this is to be included by you in your SOP. Most required elements expected in your SOP. And later on, it is divided into certain points. These points you have to keep in your mind. What is there in the introduction? What is there for the background? Why this particular course you are going to attain or you are interested for? What are your career goals? Why this university particularly? And last but not the least, conclusion. Then after, we have discussed about 2 samples, and then this is a kind of an exercise. Out of these 3, if possible girls, try to write any one in your classwork, so that will be helping you to develop more clarity for the SOP. Okay girls, here this topic is come to an end, and then after I am going to start a new topic that is there in your syllabus. Yes girls, another topic which is there in your syllabus, that is entitled as verbal analogy. This is the second topic after the SOP. Again, this is there in your course for 10 marks. Then what is verbal analogy? Let us start with the meaning first. Later on you will come to know how it is helpful to you to build your vocabulary. It is definitely useful for the competitive exams. It's a part of reasoning in many competitive exams. Verbal analogy is a similarity that is drawn between two different but sufficiently similar events, situations, or circumstances. A verbal analogy draws a similarity between one pair of words and another pair of words. Yes, again, let me go with more clarity. Verbal simply means related to words. Analogy means drawing comparison in order to show a similarity in some order. So again you will try to find in the given words some kind of similarity, maybe sometimes an opposite, sometimes a synonym, sometimes an object related to action, an object related to a group for action, but sufficiently similar to the event, maybe for the situation or for the circumstance. A verbal analogy draws a similarity again between one pair of words. In other words, verbal analogy is the ability to analyze information. Yes, it is showing you, it is teaching you an analysis to be made, to be done in the given information and solve problems using language based reasoning. So, again, it is giving you an idea to solve problems from language based learning. Again, it's a part of reasoning. It is about finding similar relationships between pair of words given to us as a test item. So, again, it will be there in your exam in form of MCQs or format can be of anything, but the commonality, similarity you are supposed to find. Now you have to learn tips for verbal analogies. In order to score well in analogies, the first thing to be done is to find the relationship between the pair. There is a lot, or in fact there are a lot of different relationships that can exist in a pair. These types of analogies we will discuss in the next lecture, but today you are just going to know what is verbal analogies with the help of different examples. So this is a kind of a session just for an introduction of the topic. That similarities can be of what type? It can be part and a whole, smaller and bigger, coming before and after, A leads to B, A legs to B, B is a sign, can be of symbol of A is a type of B, A is a tool of doing B, etc. Now what is this A and B and all? For example, fruit, orange. Orange is a type of a fruit. So fruit, then the dash would be there. You are supposed to find, then there will be an option or multiple options will be provided. You have to find it out, the commonality from the given options. For example, doctor, then hospital. Doctor works in a hospital. The second very important way to improve the score in verbal reasoning is to focus on the order of the analogy. For example, passive movement. Then stable, stability, hypothetical, reality, arts is a kind of science, truth, liar. Here the opposites are used. Here these fields are correlated. Hypothetical, that is imaginative, and reality, that is the opposite. So antonyms are used. Here synonym is used. So these four are the categories. Again, can be of multiple variety we find for verbal analogy. Something passive lacks any movement. Stable has got lot of stability. Hypothetical lacks reality. Arts and science are areas of knowledge, as I told you. A liar does not speak the truth. So clarification is given about the 4 points. Let us look one more example, like robbery, crime, truth, emotion, painting, art, poem, sonnet, trickery, wizard or wizardry. The right answer is robbery is a type of a crime. Truth is not an emotion, it is an abstract human quality. Painting is a kind of an art. So that's the right answer. Poem, sonnet is a kind of a poem. The relationship here just reverse of that in the key pair. You are supposed to grasp the key pair. You have to find the correlation of this particular word to the another word. If it is shown here like robbery is considered as a kind of a crime, then here you are supposed to learn about the right pair. Trickery is the same thing as wizardry. It's a synonym. Or in some other ways, trickery is a bit negative thing, while wizardry is a positive thing, with both carrying almost the same meaning. So again, it's a wrong option. The answer to any analogy based question will be correct only if number 1, order of answer pair is same as question pair. Number 2, there should not be any ambiguity, that is unclear, not clarity in the answer pair, that is definite or definitiveness of the relation between the answer pair. How to improve score in analogy, that is key learning you are supposed to keep in mind. Verbal analogies provide excellent training in seeing relationships between concepts. The best way to improve score in analogy is to practice as many solved examples and test papers as you can. So here I have brought just few examples that will be helping you to understand more with more clarity. Grain, salt. Again you can see A, B, C, D. The right answer is cheap, glass. Light, blind, opposite. First thing you are supposed to do, that is whatever words I have written here, you are supposed to find the meaning from dictionary. So that will be giving you more clarity whether it is the synonym, whether it is the opposite, whether it is the common word. So whatever the answer is, I have made it in a darker sense or with the use of red color. You can find the right answer. Light, blind, speech, dumb, language, deaf or deaf, tongue, sound, voice, vibration. Again these are correlated words. Tongue we use generally to create sound. Language, that is only spoken by or heard by the people who can hear, not by the deaf people. Speech, dumb, तो कि बोलनार व्यक्ति dumb चाले नहीं, बोली શકતા હોવા જોઈએ. So dumb, that is ન બોલી શકે એવું. Speech, અવાજ, તો કે બોલી શકે એવું. So again the opposites are used. Voice, vibration. Voice, અવાજ, vibration can be created with the help of voice. Pork, fig. Mutton, sheep. You can find the answer and you can see the ABCD options also given by me. After, before. Successor, predecessor. After એટલે પહેલા, before એટલે પછી. Successor, પછી, predecessor, પહેલા. Again the commonality is there. Distance, mile. You can measure the distance with the help of mile. Liquid, liter. You can measure. Again 10, decimal. 2, binary. Mundane, spiritual. Worldly, unworldly. Again opposites are there. Army, logistics. What is logistics? The detailed organization and implementation of a complex operation. So generally army, they used to prepare such type of strategies, such type of complex operations, that how they are able to solve certain tricky complex operations can be solved, and that is called logistics. So for business, strategies are there. Gravity, pull. Magnetism, attraction. So again girls, I tell you, in case of verbal analogy, you are not going to find hard words, you are going to find easy combinational words. You will be able to easily pick it out, take it out from the given options. But thing is that you should understand the relation of a pair. Filter, water. Censor, play. Hope, aspires. Fib, that is again lie. So here the synonyms are used. Verbal analogy questions test the skill of determining the relationship between a pair of words and then recognizing a similar relationship between a different pair of words from the given answer choices. Questions on verbal analogy may appear from a wide range of topics. That topics we'll be discussing in the next session. But this test will definitely determine your reasoning ability to understand the relationship between a pair. Not only that, but the questions on verbal analogy will make your horizon brighter. Strategies and approaches to solve verbal analogical questions. So the following list, it is containing various strategies and approaches to solve verbal analogy. But girls, I think we should come to an end here, or I should stop here. We'll be discussing about these different strategies and approaches and the types in the next session in the next week. Right? Up till that, you just revise the things, whatever has been discussed regarding this, note it down in your classwork, and we'll be continuing this verbal analogy in the next 2 lectures. Thank you very much girls, and have a nice day.